Welcome to Softcore History.
Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Softcore History. I am your host, Dan Regester. And I am joined, again, by Rob Fox.
Oh my God, 2021 was the worst year ever. I swear, if 2022 is just as bad, I am out.
I've already punted on 2022. I'm looking
Smart.
forward to 2023.
2023. Jordan. It's the Jordan year. 23, man.
Oh, my Jordan year.
Your Jordan year, bro. Yeah, 22.
It's all about pettiness.
That's right.
It's carrying a chip on your shoulder.
Fuck them kids.
And
yeah.
just anybody that's ever wronged you,
Fuck them.
I'm going to wrong them.
That's right. Two wrongs do, in fact, make a right in 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The other voice, of course, you hear is Jake Goldman.
I preferred 2020 to 2021.
I prefer putting everyone who posted the meme 2022 is also pronounced 2020 TOO into extermination camps.
It started with the El Arroyo sign.
Oh, did they do that?
They did it, yeah.
Well,
and then I started
When do
hearing
they
it.
ever start anything?
Yeah, I feel like they just steal memes.
Yeah, they are
I didn't start hearing
like
it.
they're kind of like a local fat Jew or the meme stealer.
You know, it's
Not-
fine. That's fine for a restaurant sign.
Or
to be
like
that.
the fuck
That
Jerry
is-
of
It's totally
restaurants.
fine. It is.
I mean, they do have their own book.
They can't fire off a sign with without a second thought. They got to think about it.
Yeah.
Like they got to put up
Yeah.
each letter. That's how tweets should be composed. Every letter
Right.
has to be like fucking picked and sorted through.
Anyway, I just think everyone who's like, oh man, this year was the worst year ever. The next one better be better, should die. I wish you would have died in that year, so it would have actually been your worst year ever.
What if you wanted to die? Then it wouldn't be your worst.
I guess. I just can't take that shit. It just drives me insane. We did a whole episode on that, by the way. The
Yeah.
actual worst years to be alive on Earth.
None of them were this or the last one or the one before that.
None. Not even
Yeah.
fucking close.
You know what happened in the plague? They didn't come up with a vaccine for the plague.
They didn't even have therapeutics for the plague.
Yeah, they just
there was nothing.
They just had pits and posies, dude.
God.
Like that's it.
Oh my God, it is. It's a miracle I didn't have to like stop my wife from posting a meme like that or something. Like it's just basic fucking shit. Like the most basic bitch. Please stop. Just please keep it to yourself.
Stuff it down.
Yeah. So speaking of basic bitches, you guys make any New Year's resolutions? I don't care.
Thank you.
Today's episode is about one of the most common New Year's resolutions: hitting the gym. Everyone makes, every January, it's like,
This is it.
this is it. I'm finally going to get it together. The fucking
You can
countless...
just say it. The fatties hit the gym.
That's
You-
right.
You can't get your equipment because fucking.
Okay. Well,
You know what's worse than people saying they're going to get fit and going to the gym is the people that complain, oh, now my gym's full. Other
They
people
are
want to
worse.
improve myself.
They
They're the
are
worst
worse.
people.
They
They
are
hate other
worse.
people's
it's the high
self-improvement.
school, the high school girl that became a hairdresser proclaiming like, this is the year. This year's going to be different. I'm going to finally get back in shape. Or those guys that you're saying, like the alphas, quote unquote.
Yes.
They're like, oh man, fucking January.
Yeah.
All the fucking new guys are in and taking all my equipment.
I don't need some fucking holiday to tell me to get on my grind. They can go in those camps too.
Oh, you're making camps
It's just
now.
it's my Fox camps. I just keep throwing new people in there. It's not based on race or religion. Creed, I guess it is based on.
Creed, yes.
The best too, the best with like this specific type of person is they always complain about people not bettering themselves, and then when they actually try to better themselves at the gym, they complain.
Yeah. No, because that's the thing. You're never going to they are the unapproachable, like it's like approaching infinity. They think they're the infinity and no one else is ever going to get there, so they just shame them. Really, I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I mean,
Yeah,
they're
fuck them.
the same people that share quotes like this one from Socrates. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable of. Now, this is actually maybe a Socrates quote. He never actually wrote anything down, by the way. He just said stuff.
Okay.
So this kind of led me to kind of a little rabbit hole
What did you see that on the Bulls Instagram account?
Yes, the bull from AlphaCon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he shared that.
We were.
There's
something called AlphaCon.
I'm taking place, or I'm going to try to get. I'm going to try to participate in AlphaCon 2022.
Wait, hold on. Back it up. What is AlphaCon?
What do you think it is?
Is it just these dudes hanging out?
Well, it's led by a man named the Bull.
Is this a real thing?
Yes.
Where is it?
Salt Lake City.
Okay. Yeah.
No, don't say of course. It seemed like Orlando.
It seemed like a Vegas thing.
Or Vegas, yeah.
Vegas or Orlando would have made way more sense than Salt Lake City to me.
Yeah.
We don't care that it's cold. When is it?
Now,
soon, right?
A man that refers to himself as the Bull, is he implying that he's just going to fuck your wife?
I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
That's an
I feel
alpha
like
move.
that's why it sounded like a joke.
Or is it an alpha move to have your wife fucked by another man? You're just that comfortable with your relationship.
It is alpha.
It's a binary thing. If you're on the middle of either of those, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
But if it's
You
one or
gotta
the
be
other.
on
What is it
other
called?
end
It's
of
like a bell curve.
Yeah,
Or something
sure.
like that. It was whatever.
Yeah.
Horseshoe theory. Yeah, it's I don't know. Something like that. But anyway, I'm comfortable enough with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask Derek.
Well, that's true. You said you and your wife entered the transfer portal for sex the other day.
I'll just
you wanna-
dip a toe in the transfer portal. I'll be like, babe, I don't know.
You want to test the water.
Yeah.
You just
See if
want
I
to see
get
what your
any,
options are.
see if you get any offers.
Yeah.
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 But
it's always from like G5 schools.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Would there be anything more demoralizing than like seeing your significant other try to cheat on you but get turned down?
man, that would probably, I think, even for the most jealous person in the world, be worse.
I think it is.
I think it would be worse to find your husband or wife, but especially husband. No, wife would be bad. Maybe worse, actually.
I think it's probably the same.
Regardless
Yeah.
of trying to cheat on you and getting shot down. And then coming back to you.
Yes.
Well,
Tried.
yeah.
Like you look at the text, you look at the DMs, and they're like, I think I'm good here.
Yeah. Nah. Sorry. Nah.
Running it up the flagpole.
Yeah.
Nothing's coming down.
You know who
Yeah.
that doesn't happen to? The bull.
Of course not.
No.
So I went down this rabbit hole and I ended up in Ask Historians and Reddit. Mm-hmm. And the title of the post was appropriately, Did Socrates Even Lift? And I knew I found my next topic.
Yeah.
Because, like, how do I get away from that?
No.
No, you can't.
So today, we are talking about weightlifting, exercise, and notable strongmen throughout history.
Was Socrates one of them?
Love that.
Socrates, there was no confirmation whether or not he did lift.
See, that's where I think he didn't lift, because if he lifted, he would have let people know about it.
Yeah.
He would have recorded that.
Also, clearly his neck wasn't that thick because he was beheaded.
Yeah.
So,
It only took one
yeah.
swing of the sword, right?
Was not, you didn't have to do it tree style, you know, where you cut the wedge into it.
Do you now, if that does happen, where you have to take a few hacks, do you at least in your dying moments have a little bit more of a confidence boost?
No.
That your neck is that big.
Nope. Just means you got a thick spine,
No.
bro. Like, you got a thick spine.
And also, if you have to ask if you lift, you for sure don't lift.
No. I think
And even if
actually,
you do lift, you don't actually lift.
if you are swole and your neck is fucking swole as shit and you're about to be beheaded, you should go reverse cowgirl and be like, do it up. Do it.
Yeah.
I'm going face up.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Who's the bigger pansy here?
Yeah.
Like the guy getting his head cut
I
off?
bet you can't get through my Adam's apple, you fucking bitch.
Look me in the eyes when you do it.
Yeah.
Like that's the most alpha move you can do. I'd like to look at the sky, please.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it's better than what? The ground?
yeah, the dirt where
Yeah.
your head's gonna go.
Yeah, why wouldn't you look at the sky and then maybe blow a kiss right before?
Yeah.
Just give them a little wink. Then they just intentionally miss.
Yeah.
And
You, like,
as your
grab
head
the eyes.
rolls, you're kind of just like with one eye twitching.
Well, they did miss a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't like these were
why
all
the
grade A
guillotine.
axe swingers. Yeah.
Yeah, the guillotine was invented for that reason.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine if the guillotine didn't work on you though?
It did get worse over because they would like during the Reign of Terror and shit. Like, it wasn't just like, okay, that was today's beheading.
Yeah.
Like, it was like boom, 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 and the blade got duller every time. So yeah,
You want to be first.
you
at
do
the
want to be
guillotine
first.
line.
If you know you're not going to escape at all, you want to be first.
Come on, this mob paid good money to be entertained. And by good money, they just showed up to the town square.
Right.
But still, you don't want to waste their time.
No.
No.
These people don't have televisions.
No, they have nowhere to be. Now, obviously, this topic has a special place in my heart. Me and Jake, of course, ran a notable, I guess, somewhat beloved fitness podcast in the day.
Notable, like there's probably a note somewhere. It's like, oh, check this out.
Like on a sticky note.
Yeah,
yes.
like check it out. It's on a note somewhere.
I like to think it was like an underground hit in the fitness community.
We had a very engaged small fan base.
Yes, it wasn't big. It's very niche, but boy, were they committed.
We were a very skinny fat podcast.
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did some crazy shit. You know, I tried like pro hormones. I was dry scooping pre-workouts and different supplements.
We did a spin class.
We did with Tasha. Yeah.
Yeah, we took supplements that were given to us for free with very little questions asked, if not any at all.
By a man referred to as the Wolf, actually. To bring it back.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the Wolf gave us free supplements, and we were like, cool, thanks, we'll take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
I got big.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you take those? Why else would he call himself the Wolf?
Yeah.
The Wolf of supplements.
Yeah.
He was taking stuff where I was like, I don't know if I want to take this anymore.
Well, yeah, you bitched out a lot.
Dude.
That was the kind of the recurring theme of the podcast is I would do things and you would not.
Well, you would do them like 2x. I would do a quarter just to try it.
That's
There's
true.
two kinds of people. You dip your toe in or you dive head first.
Right.
Dan's a head first person. I'm a
There's
toe dip.
cash out your 401k twice.
Which I did, yes.
There's Jake.
Cash out your 401k.
And that was not a Jewish joke. That was
The funny thing about
That was
me and Dan,
you being a normal human
funny
being
thing
joke.
that you might not know about me and Dan is we've both actually done that.
Fair. To be fair, though, the first time I took out my 401k, I went to Vegas and blew it. So
I did not do that.
yeah.
I was like, let's double up. Let's go. Come on.
I have cashed out a 401k as well, but I did that. It was also the Grand X TFM 401k, but I did that to renovate my house.
I'm just too lazy
Yeah.
to figure out how to roll them over.
That's fair.
No, I'm
I
just
was first time 25, so I'm like, what am I
YOLO,
gonna do with
whatever,
a
yeah,
401k?
fuck it.
Yeah.
So yeah, anybody that's new, kind of to I guess our lives, I got fired by the same company twice. A lot of people don't do that.
It was no one's fault.
No one's fault.
I'll need to tweet about that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Anyway, fitness has always kind of had this big place in my heart. I've had the same rigid, never-changing routine that's roughly been about a third of my life and the majority of my identity, if we're being real.
Yes.
Yeah, like
We are.
any good meathead, you know? It's a kind of Moses wander in the desert type journey that really has no destination in sight.
Did Moses lift? Just those tablets.
Well, yeah, those were heavy.
Yeah.
Those are
You
big
got to
heavies.
think, I mean,
Maybe.
what do you think
what
a
if,
tablet was weighing?
What
those
if God
days?
didn't cut him thin at all?
Make
You know
it
what I
real
mean?
thick.
Yeah, he was like, he cut him off way too thick, and Moses was like, God fucking damn it.
What's that?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, was it Monty Python when he drops the Ten Commandments?
History
Or
of the
History of the world.
History of the
It's
world.
Mel Brooks, yeah.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks, that's right. But like, just, well, yeah, what if there was more tablets, but he just left them because
He
they're
got
too heavy?
he got
Yeah.
the two down. He's like, I'm not
You
getting.
can
the
only
rest of
get
these
there, yeah.
fuckers.
But yeah, I mean, lifting, pretty much if you get involved in the fitness, just when you think you reach like the promised land, just like Moses, God pisses all over your face with body dysmorphia, and you've still got another 40 fucking years of doing the same shit before ultimately dying and never reaching nirvana.
It's funny about lifting is that you're not so much chasing the dragon as chasing becoming the dragon.
You're never going to be the man in the mirror.
Yeah, you're never going to be the beast you want to be.
Especially, you're never going to be the man in the mirror with a pump. That's
No,
the
yeah.
worst.
Post workout, you look amazing.
During the workout, you look
During
amazing.
the workout, you
and
look your
then
best.
an hour or so after, you're great.
You
That's why you always got to get a pump in. You get some, some pre-workout in you
Little
before you go out to the
vascularity.
bars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
Another good way, if you want to just be real swole, look fucking cut, like a fucking cut daddy, is that what they do, like, I read this for Pompeii, that movie that Jon Snow was in, and had like a six-pack that just didn't make sense, like just obscene, is you just dehydrate the shit out of yourself. You
Yeah.
drink a bunch of vodka or something the night before.
Dude, what was fucking Brad Pitt's body in Fight Club? That used to be like the standard, which is kind of weird because like now I don't think anybody wants that body.
No, it's not a hot bod anymore. It's funny though. That was like the most commonly requested.
I think you're not really remembering what he looked like.
He was a little too skinny. He was too much of a twink in that movie.
I don't think he was a twink. I think he was like a perfect amount of like lean and built.
No, that's an impossible. No, it's not.
He
was like,
yeah.
you know what? He was built like Cristiano Ronaldo or something. Like he was like a soccer player.
No,
Ronaldo has more muscle mass than he did.
Ronaldo was much bigger.
Yeah.
And also,
you're talking.
He was built like a soccer player.
not even the best Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. Much better.
I think the hottest Brad Pitt is Meet Joe Black Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
you don't
that
really see him
hair.
shirtless, but he's just beautiful.
He's gorgeous in that.
Like he's an angel.
Or Burn After Reading Brad Pitt.
That's okay. But Meet Joe Black Brad Pitt, like you would make love to him or let him make love to you, and he would have a penis, but you wouldn't know if you were gay or not at the end because he's just too beautiful to even understand. Like it transcends. It's like how
It's in the eyes.
how the people in Sodom wanted to fuck that angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't really care the gender of it or anything. Like it was just an angel, and they had to fuck it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if it's a different species from, an intergalactic type environment, I feel like you have to.
Right.
Yeah. And
It's a
Meet Joe Black.
superior being.
Right.
I'm
It's
gonna,
death.
it doesn't matter what comes down from the sky. I'm going to try to fuck it. Like, I don't even think that's cheating. If it's an alien, if it's a different
A condor.
I think that's offended. Yeah, but I was gonna say I have
galaxy.
I have molested many peacocks.
You got a sexy
Male,
name.
not peahens, peacocks. Peahens are gross.
That's like the
stupid.
cruelest thing in nature. It's like peacocks are just this like lavish, they peacock. They're
Yeah.
a beautiful bird, and then peahen's just like a gray
Weird
goose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turkeys are ugly as fuck too.
Yeah.
Turkeys might be aliens, bro. Have you ever seen like just pack
Turkeys,
them? They're
squids
weird.
are for sure aliens.
They're really octopi.
Yeah, anything with
Cephalopods.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got beaks, dude.
It's weird.
What
I don't
the
like
fuck
it.
is that?
Shouldn't
And they
have
can
a beak.
think.
Yeah.
They can think.
They can make picks. They
pick the
gamble.
Super Bowl a lot.
Well, they also they're like smart. They know things. Like they can like they're smarter than like pigs and dolphins or some shit. It's fucking I can't remember.
They know
exactly
Joe
what it is.
Flacco's not elite. They know it.
Yep.
That's why I have calamari every day.
I do love calamari. And the amount of let's go back to the lifting, the amount of protein and fucking squid and octopus
As long
and
as
shit.
you don't
And
fry it.
seafood, just a lot of seafood in general. Actually, I was at Costco the other day. They had, what's that shit called? Sea cucumbers, dehydrated.
Yeah.
You know how much protein is in that shit?
No.
It was like $60 for a bag, like a 16-ounce bag of dehydrated sea cucumber, but there was like 75 grams and like a little bite of protein. It's like the most protein-dense shit in the world.
So you just gotta like literally chug sea cucumber bites and then go lift.
Your body can't even process that much protein
God.
at a certain point.
Yeah. What is it like? I think the body can only process like 50 grams at a time.
It's
like
not-
every hour or so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't abide by that. You're supposed
No.
to the meathead rule is what, like a pound per or a gram of protein for every pound of body.
It's a gram per pound is like the sweet zone. Yeah. But
Double
like,
up just to be safe.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. Well, it helps
Shit
when you're
it all
doing
out.
well when you're synthesizing more protein because of performance enhancing drugs. It doesn't matter how much you eat, you're going to synthesize it.
God.
But yeah, we're going to get back into that one day.
I can't wait to get on trend one day.
Trend
I don't know what any of that means.
Trend hard, eat clean, baby.
They give cows trend.
for bulking.
Also horses, I think, too.
Back to the bowl.
Yeah.
Back to the bowl, baby. So the word gymnasium itself is derived from gymnos, meaning naked, as Greek athletes typically trained in their birthday suits.
Yeah, wrestling was naked.
Makes sense.
Yeah, actually, this is an interesting thing in the Greco-Roman world, because I think that bled into Roman times as well. Jewish people that wanted to kind of reassimilate, or not reassimilate, but assimilate into mainstream society, essentially Greco-Roman society, would get uncircumcised. They would get like a procedure because they would have to fucking do athletic shit naked. People want to do athletic stuff, not like a normal Jewish guy, like just going about his day.
Yeah.
But like if someone who wanted to do athletics and was Jewish, they would get some skin tossed back on.
Just like a little dick wig,
Yeah, basically.
like a turtleneck for your penis.
Yeah,
Or a toupee.
Or two.
yeah.
A dick toupee.
I think it would just be like, I don't know how they would do it, but they would just essentially have like a facelift on their dick, like a skin lift.
Man, there's people that are really obsessed with regrowing their foreskin because they think like circumcision was the ultimate theft from them in their sexual experience. Which, one, if you think that way, you think about
baby's body, baby's choice.
Sure, whatever. But like if it's already gone, it's too late, guys.
Yeah,
like stop. For what? You're not going to be having sex that much if you have to explain that to a partner. Like you're not going to be getting that experience anymore.
Stolen from me.
That's
I don't have the slip and slide in my pee-pee.
If I accidentally have a child, I will leave it up to him.
Sure.
He will make the call.
No, I did with my kid what you do with an octopus when it picks the World Cup. I just put 2 balls, like 2 ping pong balls, in his fucking bassinet, and whichever one he slapped first, one said circumcise, like one said cut it, one said keep it.
One had the knife in it.
Yeah, and whichever one he slapped first is the one I did.
I said yes to the breasts.
Yeah. Let's make that show. Yes to the breasts.
Babies yeah,
it's just babies picking moils.
God, gross, dude. Oh. No.
So
bad.
Gyms were public buildings, municipally owned and controlled in Greek society. They were regarded as a headquarters of higher education for males, where guys could go have a place for social interaction, relaxation, gossip, and a place to just bang.
So a bunch of naked guys getting together in a publicly owned building. Communism at its finest.
Fucking each other in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Or the thighs, apparently.
the thighs, yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere you get a crease.
Yeah.
So, they're crease boys, not hole boys.
But, we like to say on this show, shit don't change. And if you lift and you're a real one, you're not lifting for women.
No. 0% chance.
Even if you're straight, you're lifting for guys.
It's like how chicks say they don't dress for dudes, they dress to impress other women.
Yeah, absolutely.
So men just lift to impress other men.
No, it's like when someone's your girlfriend or wife's getting ready and it's like, you're like, how do I look? They're stressed about how you look. And you're like, oh, I assure you look great.
Yeah.
They're like, what's this person going to be wearing?
Right.
Yeah. It's like, what are the other girls wearing? Yeah. No, it's the same thing. It's like, how buff are the other dudes in this gym? I need to be as buff as them or bigger.
That sounds like real beta mindset.
It's true.
You idiots wouldn't let anyone fuck your wives.
Right.
Fucking betas.
Yeah. Got us. You sure told us, Rob.
Feel bad for you.
Cool.
Somehow I do too.
I want this to keep going. I'm going to sit this out. No, I'm kidding.
You can't. You're the host.
I know. In the 6th century BC, we have Milo of Croton. He was a 6-time ancient Olympics game victor, and he's regarded as the founder of progressive strength training.
Is he the guy that picks up the cow?
Okay, well, he stole my fucking thunder.
Wow.
Is it really?
Yes. So, the day a calf was born near Milo's home in preparation for his athletic career in the Olympics, Milo decided to lift the small calf onto his shoulders and walk up and down the hills of Italy until he just couldn't do it anymore. He did the same thing the next day and continued this practice for 4 years, shouldering the calf as it grew larger and larger until one day he was lifting a full-grown bull.
Wow. Don't believe it, but wow.
That's also the mindset for the 5x5 workout.
You love the 5x5.
I did. Well, it's a good way to get back into it.
It's a good way for strength, man.
It's a good way to get back into it and practice your form before you go right back into a more complex
I have
workout.
always been a pyramid guy. Go up, go down. But I'm on the same fucking machine, or not machine, but like the same bench or squat rack for a while.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask how many more sets I have, and I just tell them like it's going to be a minute.
Yeah. This place is closing.
In the words of Don Mazzetti, how many more sets do I have? More than you.
Yeah, no, I've seen you at the gym. It is that rack is accounted for the entire time I'd be there.
I think it was Ronnie Coleman who was just like, well, obviously he said everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift no heavy ass weights. He also said something along the lines of like, if you just feel good during a lift, just keep doing it.
Yeah, it's honestly true. I mean, ain't nothing but a peanut is also my favorite.
Ain't nothing but a peanut.
Yeah, it's also my favorite Ronnie Coleman quote. Rob knows all these guys.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. No, I'm keeping right up with you, and you know everything you're talking about.
Yeah.
Really engaged. Triangles.
Pyramids, yes.
He had 25s. To talk about 5x5s. 5x5.
Yeah, you call them 25s?
Doing the 25s. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, that's what we call them where I'm from.
Well, there's the 21s where you just do 777s, same kind of like superset.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The 21s.
With curls,
and
that's a
25s.
pretty
That's a curl
popular.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Sevens. Those
Everyone
work.
does that in college.
I liked it.
It's a good pump.
Worked. Great pump.
Yeah.
Great before the club.
So once he could no longer lift the bull, allegedly on the bull's 4th birthday, he slaughtered it and ate it for much needed recovery protein.
He didn't eat protein for 4 years?
I guess.
How do you lift that fucking bull, bro? Like,
Gotta
Gotta
say
catch
is-
up.
So
a lot of
essentially,
feta cheese.
what happened was this thing was useful to him until it got too fat, and so he killed it.
Yes.
All right.
Pretty much he gave up on ever hitting another PR.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, why didn't he deload? Why didn't he have a smaller calf?
Yeah, well, it sounds like his fault.
You know?
Just have the well, it is a bull, but then just have the bull inseminate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a deload calf.
It seems like less the bull's problem that he couldn't lift the bull and more his problem.
Well, yeah, he didn't deload. If you can't hit your reps, you're supposed to drop weight for a week and then get back up into it.
Now we're moving on to the Vikings. So we're just going to kind of jump around. I just picked random things throughout history that I found kind of interesting or, relatively noteworthy.
Okay.
That you might not have heard of. So obviously that's my thing. I like to just kind of pick oddballs. We have Icelander Orm Strolfsson.
Man, this has been an Iceland show for the last month. We've been strong on Iceland.
Even the episode we lost was very Nordic.
Yeah.
It was about Yule.
We've just been sticking on that fucking island for a while.
Yeah.
He's referred to as Orm the Strong, presumably to squash any doubt that he was a...
Right. I kind of wish we still lived in a time where we chose our last names based on our attributes.
What would yours be?
I don't know. Probably just keep Fox, to be honest.
Rob the Pale.
Yeah, Rob the Pale. Rob Paleman.
Pale Man.
So to earn respect from his fellow Vikings and, try to get a little bit of clout back then, he tried to lift the mast of a ship that weighed 1,400 pounds.
How did they convert this to present day situation?
It was 11 yards long, and they said roughly 1,400 pounds.
Okay.
It had to be lifted by 50 men onto his shoulders. He took 3 steps, and it broke his back.
Yeah. That sounds
The
about
fact
right.
he made it any steps is pretty impressive.
What was his name? Orm?
Orm.
What was it after that? Orm?
Orm the Broken?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, definitely not the strongman anymore.
Yeah.
Orm the Halved?
I mean,
Orm.
once your back's gone, it's over.
Yeah, it's fucking toast,
Yeah,
dude.
I've some disc issues right now that I have to deal with, and it's humbling.
Were you trying to lift a fucking boat mast?
I haven't yet.
I think you're out, dude. I don't think you can do it. Maybe that's the last lift you do.
Well, keep doubting me, dog, because 2023, that might be my year.
2023 is going to be
You're
your
the pettiness,
your
bitch.
boat year?
Yeah.
Your ship year?
Which, by the way, I am a little spicy today. I just spent 10 days in Delco, and I just feel like it rubbed off on me. So
He's angrier than usual.
Yeah. Who rubbed off on you
For
in
nobody
Delco?
in particular.
You also had some bitch kid trying to give you COVID on a plane.
Dude, yes.
What?
Last night, worst fucking flight experience I've ever had. But the kid next to me was Brian Dawkins jersey, coughing up a storm for all 4 hours of the flight.
How old is this kid?
He was about 25.
Okay, so adult kid.
Yeah.
But, smaller than me, so I had no problem saying anything.
Child, yes.
Well, no, 25. He was smaller than me.
Yeah.
So I will say something to you if you're, if I think I can beat you up.
Did you say something to him?
I did, because he kept coughing. I'm like, dude, you got to face that way. You got to face the other way.
Yeah.
Do not come, I am not getting COVID on a fucking
Was he
plane.
right next to you?
He's right next to me.
Oh, yeah. I think you got to say something at that point. Yeah. It's like, dude,
It's like,
But if
fuck,
you
you
was-
have COVID.
But
Accept
so
that.
what you're saying is if you were relatively certain or extremely certain he could beat the shit out of you, does the opposite apply? Like he could French kiss you and you would just take it?
I think I go down swinging in that scenario, but maybe. If I respect his physique enough, he can French kiss me.
Because he lifts for you, not
Right.
for his girl.
But he might just, there's also people that are just big and just kind of too fat, which I don't respect. I don't respect fat, strong men.
Oh, dude, the guys at the gym that just grunt and they just stack plates on the fucking cable pulley.
Yeah, there's a balance.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta you want to be big, but you don't want to be obese.
If you're slamming any sort of easy lift pulley system weight, fuck you. You're just the worst human. You can't slam plates.
And you just have the keg gut.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is my arm workout, so I can lift things with my arms. But it's just like fucking. It's weird. It's like heavy vanity lifts for non-vanity people.
Right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Thomas Topham, a.k.a. British Samson.
Oh.
Now, British Samson was known as a strongman in the 18th century, and he's the version of the bad boy attitude era of, I guess, 18th century bodybuilding.
So this guy is the classic, like, curly mustache man lifting the giant dumbbells.
That's more 19th century.
Oh, you said
kind
this
of
is
evolved.
18th century.
18th
Oh,
century.
I'm sorry. I was thinking 1800s. My bad.
Yeah. So his career started in his own pub where he would get crowds with various stunts in order to draw in more patrons. In 1741.
So this man was what we would call today on Facebook when someone is swole and also has high opinion of themselves, an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna
He would
say
have entrepreneur in his...
a business influencer.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
will. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would do various stunts like lift a 100-pound table using only his teeth.
What muscle do you use for that?
It's all jaw, right?
Yeah, jaw muscle.
It's. I mean, I see boxers. They'll always throw kind of the weight around their neck and kind of do the
Yeah.
neck ups.
Yeah, that's true.
Get a better jaw and chin.
Yeah, we had that mechanism in our high school football gym. We should not have been using it.
Every 50-year-old like former strength and conditioning coach does that machine at the gym.
The head up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing sucks.
So he would do that. He would lift 800-pound stone, and he would just kind of do various stunts to get people into the bar. And he
I love that.
came across.
Would you not go into a bar today?
Yeah.
If someone was performing feats of strength outside of it and was like, this is my bar.
Yeah.
It's better than like some guy coming up to you on 6th Street or Bourbon, like, dollar shots for ladies, dollar lemon drops for ladies. Come on in, bring your girl in. What, you don't want to spend money on your girl?
Yeah, I hate
No,
that.
I would rather that guy try to lift a boulder.
3
and
barrels allegedly up to 1,400 pounds. That seems to be a common theme here. 1,400 pounds. Is that like the 1,400-pound club was a thing?
It just sounds like a common lie, I guess.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's kind of around.
I saw this saucer in the sky.
It's a. Wait, hold on. You think that's a lie when people say that?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, fuck you. Anyway, isn't that like around a ton? 1,400 pounds? Isn't that a ton?
1,400 pounds? A ton, isn't it? 1,600?
What is a ton?
You got the computer.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around with
Or is
this.
it 2,000?
It might be 2,000.
I think a
don't-
ton is 2,000.
How many pounds is a ton? How many
ton-
pounds is a ton?
It's 2,000, yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
2,000 pounds.
Yep.
Thanks, Siri.
Thanks, Siri. You fucking late ass bitch. So while he was doing these stunts, the assistant to Isaac Newton saw it and hired him on the spot to be his personal bodyguard.
Okay. Because people were trying to kill Isaac Newton.
You light bulb motherfucker.
Yeah,
Piece
like-
of shit illuminating our homes.
Isaac Newton.
I'm sorry, do you know who Isaac Newton is?
I don't think you know who
Thomas
Isaac.
Edison. Whoops, my bad.
Yeah, I don't think you know who Isaac Newton is. Huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm getting my dates all mixed up. It's been a weird break, guys. You gravity motherfucker. You let me saying shit comes back down when you throw it.
Shit only falls if Jesus wants it to fall.
You bitch. Think staying in motion or staying at rest. Fuck you.
Softcore history.
Yeah, softcore.
Next up, we have Peter Francisco, a.k.a. the Virginia Giant. Now, Peter Francisco was an American revolutionary hero and part of George Washington's army at the Battle of Yorktown,
Okay.
where British forces surrendered.
Yep. It's the end of the war.
It was an impressive evolution for an orphan who had been abandoned on the docks of Hopewell, Virginia, after more than a decade.
I disagree. I don't think that's impressive.
Okay.
I think if you're abandoned on the docks as an orphan, what else do you have to do other than lift shit?
Well,
of course you're going to get giant.
That's true. He became an indentured servant
Yeah.
at a blacksmith shop. And by age 15, some 260 pounds and 6 feet, 6 inches tall, he was inspired to join American forces after witnessing Patrick Henry's Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death speech.
Man.
That was pre-revolution, that speech.
Well, he joined the forces.
So he just joined a militia right after?
Yeah.
Okay. I still think it's like he was just forced into bodybuilding. I'm not impressed.
I mean, 6'6", and like, what was his weight again? 2-something?
260.
266. That's like a 5-star D end.
With those sizes of that day, you're talking about like Shaq.
Yeah, I mean that
guy is.
Most of the people running around are probably like 5'7".
Yeah, that guy's grabbing not 5'7", like 5'4". That guy's grabbing red coats by each ass cheek and just bone tomahawking them.
Yeah, he's the mountain.
Yeah.
He had a mountain.
Yeah, he's the mountain.
We did. That's why we won the war.
Yeah.
His famous feats include toting a 1,100-pound cannon mirrored in mud on his shoulders off the field of the 1780 Battle of Camden in South Carolina to keep it out of enemy hands. I believe we lost that battle when we were retreating, so we just took that cannon with him.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true.
We lost more battles than we won in the Revolution.
Yeah.
We were just really good. We kind of Vietnamed it.
We picked our spots.
So that's like a thing people forget about, like Vietnam and even the Iraq War and Afghanistan War. Like the American Army and the American Armed Forces, they don't really lose fights. They just get outlasted.
Yeah. It's like, where are they going to go? They live there.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the British Army did lose fights. Like they lost at Saratoga. They lost at Yorktown, Bunker Hill. No, they kind of won Bunker Hill, I think. I mean, they took the hill. But it was really it was a political victory. Like we outlasted them.
Yeah.
But like in Vietnam and shit like that, dude, like I guarantee you the body count for the Vietnamese just on the battlefield, not even bombings, was a lot worse. Americans won the fights, couldn't win the war.
So Francisco was recognized by George Washington for his contributions to the war, became a personal friend. A quote from the first president is engraved on a monument in to Francisco in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Without him, we would have lost two crucial battles, perhaps the war, and with it, our freedom. He was truly a one-man army.
I want to hear about him fucking up redcoats, though. Like carrying a cannon after an L. That's fine. That's fine. But I want to hear like the redcoats who he like were like shitting their pants as he ripped their jaw out from their skull.
Yeah, just ripped them in half.
Yeah.
Just like punting their heads into the oncoming battle.
Right.
Yeah. Just
like he picked up one redcoat and used that redcoat to beat other redcoats to death.
Yeah.
Until that redcoat's body was no longer suitable for further death beatings.
Right.
And
so
then
he had to switch to another redcoat.
Right. Or he just took the femurs, started stabbing people.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just like, I can't imagine. I feel like it's almost kind of weird. Like he would be the easiest target, though, too. He's gigantic compared to everyone else. Like, where do they keep him?
And honestly, if I was lined up in a line across from other soldiers, and I knew that I was probably going to have to get closer and closer to them and fix a bayonet, and I saw him, I would be like, I'm going to aim at him first.
Yeah,
because I don't want to get closer and closer to him. Like I'll kill him with my bullet and take my chances with the 5'3" malnourished farmer. Who can't read.
Right.
And I'll let my bullets deal with Goliath.
Right. It just doesn't like make any sense to how do you survive it? Like
Goliath, who could fashion his own weapons. As a blacksmith.
Yeah.
He really was a one-man army. Good God.
Yeah.
Carry the cannon.
I would just be like, hey, everyone, our platoon, go do him first.
It's like, eliminate that problem.
Yeah, let's just get him first. I know we should be, just firing in a line, but let's all just point at him.
Get it done.
Yeah, let's just get that done.
Let's
then we'll
do the hard
rest.
task first, please. Yeah.
Next up, we have William Bankier, a.k.a. the Scottish Hercules. By age 15, he was a bodybuilder and strongman that had run away from home twice, eventually joining a road show.
So he was an entrepreneur as well.
Yes. He joined the circus, essentially. Found a friend and mentor of sorts in its star attraction, a strongman with a drinking problem.
Can I say something real quick about the 15-year-old part?
Yeah.
This has to do with younger than 15, but there's nothing creepier to me, or very few things creepier to me, when every once in a while something will pop up on like my Facebook or Twitter feed of like a jacked like 9-year-old.
Oh yeah,
that's fucked up.
It's weird.
It's really fucking weird.
Until that kid gets a scholarship.
He ain't getting a scholarship because you start lifting that early.
Your bones
about 5'2".
Yeah, your bone plates fuse.
I don't even know if that's true.
I think that's a myth, actually. It's
probably a myth.
Yeah, I think that's a myth.
They say that about throwing curveballs too early.
Well,
arm starts to go.
one is like
Flesh.
locomotive.
Yeah.
Too. Like whereas like, obviously like there's locomotion with lifting weights, but it's not as violent of a motion as curveball throw.
I don't think benching's going to have that much of an impact on your body, but like anything with your vertebrae.
That's where it could be tricky, especially like squats, like where the
Squats,
pressure's on your
deadlifts,
spine.
yeah.
Like I think I really it would probably come down to squats by and large, or like if you're just overtraining anything too, like you got to be very careful.
I think, Rob, you need to start having your son squat now with heavy weight.
He's almost standing, so I agree. It's about time.
Let's get a Fisher Price, my first chip mast.
You can then have
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of parents want their kids to thrive and have, maybe get a scholarship, become like an athlete. Mm-hmm. What if you just make your child a freak?
Just make your kid a freak.
In what way?
Giant.
Well, if he starts to squat now, he might be like 2 feet tall.
If he starts,
So, like he could be the next Hasbulla.
But could he be like a really strong one, like a Hasbulla who fights?
Hasbulla does fight. How dare you?
He does?
Dude, Hasbulla has hands.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You've never seen Hasbulla throw hands?
No.
It's devastating.
I'd love to get in a ring with Hasbulla.
You don't.
How tall is he?
Like 1 foot.
who is Hasbulla?
You don't know who Hasbulla is?
Is this
You've seen this guy?
the kid, the Eastern European kid?
He's not Eastern European.
What is he a kid though?
He's from like Dagestan. Yeah.
It's like even more east than that. He's
It's
like
like-
from the steppe.
It's like
okay.
It's
Yeah.
like Habib's little pet child, like 19-year-old
Like
kid.
we're fighting UFC. Can I kick him?
Well, he doesn't actually fight. He shows up to all the UFC fights.
Yeah.
But like there's a lot of videos of him going around just punching people, and it's adorable.
Aw. Yeah, I'll fight him.
We have a group chat dedicated to Hasbulla.
Who?
Me, Jared, Randy, and Kylie.
Okay.
We just share Hasbulla.
I've
memes.
seen this kid.
You've seen Hasbulla, yeah.
He squares up.
Everyone knows who Hasbulla is.
He squares up.
Coop,
How
you
old
know
is,
who has?
how old is
yeah,
this kid?
Fucking Coop knows.
How old is he?
He's 19.
That's a 19-year-old?
Yeah.
I'll fight him too.
And if you're at home and you have no idea who Hasbulla is, please go look him up because he's adorable.
I saw a video of kids screwing with him, and he was like working it though.
Dude, he does.
But he
works the body.
he had higher ground than them though too.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, it's low man wins, right? That's what they always say in football. So
yeah,
he
I
has
don't
the
know.
ultimate advantage.
True, I guess if he trips me up. Rob, you got to throw a kick at him and he grabs onto that ankle, you're fucked.
So
Yeah,
your
you
kid
didn't
could
catch
just
it.
be jacked Hasbulla, but he'll also age properly. So he'll have like facial hair.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll run it by Courtney.
Okay.
I'll bring some weights home.
Enter him into the transfer portal now.
Well, I just got like a 2.5 pound plate. We can just put it on his back and let him crawl around with
He'll
it.
do that on his own. It's fine. Once he's 10, I assume
He
he'll
can start rucking, yeah.
Yeah, could still call child services, see what's out there. And I respect that. An oppressive parent doesn't let their child try to emancipate themselves.
No.
The first time I ground him, I won't respect him if he doesn't try to emancipate himself.
Right.
Immediately. I'll know he's a beta cuck and not invited to
I
AlphaCon.
swear to God, if I come in here and you aren't, and you are still in your room,
Yeah.
I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
But stay in here.
Yeah.
Just all sorts of messages.
Yes.
Honestly, the goal of every parent should be to get your kid to AlphaCon.
I'm going to name you the dog.
Just pick an animal.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, Jake.
Yes, it's-
Fucking. Do you have COVID? Do you have COVID brain right now? Fog brain?
Is that what, dude, I've had COVID brain for 6 years.
Man, ground floor.
Yeah, it's really paying dividends. Yeah. Put in that hard work.
So our boy Scottish Hercules joined Buffalo Bill in Cody's Wild West show in Wyoming. As part of the act, Bankir would harness lift an elephant.
What the fuck is that? What is harness lift?
Would you put it on your back?
No, so they would put the elephant in a harness, and he would just kind of pull down and pull the elephant off the ground.
Oh.
So he's using a machine.
He's using a pulley?
He was doing machine work.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I guess.
Not as impressive.
Not a machine guy.
yeah.
Not
What year is
impressive.
this? Is he hurting Topsy?
Was his mentor the guy that put the cigarette out on her? Or cigar?
Wouldn't you try to have sex with Topsy too? Didn't we determine, or did we just make that up? We were like, yeah, he's probably trying to fuck the elephant too. Or he
We
jacked-
made that up, yeah.
He jacked off in front of the
He
elephant.
was he was mad that the elephant wouldn't drink with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably
No
beat
means
off
no.
The elephant.
and Topsy, she was wrongfully executed
Yeah.
just because she was defending herself. It's not on her.
Yeah.
He could also jump over the back of a chair frontward or backward while holding a 56-pound weight in each hand. Another celebrated routine, the Tomb of Hercules, saw the strongman support a piano with 6 people, orchestra and a dancer, and he would just lift them on the piano over his head. He would overhead press them.
That's insane. That's bananas. So wait, this was happening at a circus?
Yes.
Okay.
Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Coat, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, sure.
The chair thing's impressive. He clearly, this is like a Cooper Cup motherfucker.
Yeah, I was actually
Right?
going to say, I was thinking about that visually, like
Yeah.
holding 2 56-pound weights and trying to jump at all, like
Yeah.
over anything. Yeah, that's legit.
That sounds like a wide receiver, like defensive back type of drill. You know what I mean?
So he would, at the end of every show, kind of go into the crowd and offer a cash prize to anybody that could lift this sack that weighed 475 pounds off the stage, and he never paid once.
Yeah, probably not, because there's a bunch of fucking. What year was it? Was it 1870s, 1880s?
1800s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of those people could do that.
No.
If the person did come in and do that, they would probably take his job. That's competition at that
Right.
point. He'd probably, that's just for him to be able to mark out who he needs to kill in the parking lot.
How many people died trying to do it?
Yeah, that's a good
Just more
question.
spine breakers.
Yeah.
And I mean, throughout history, people would just lift up rocks. People the Han Dynasty in China, bronze cauldrons were routinely used as weights. The King Wu of Qin loved doing cauldron lifting and had several strongmen in his entourage when he visited the capital of, I'm not going to get this right, Zua. He attempted to lift the red cauldron there and failed, broke his shin, and died of the injury.
Womp womp.
So,
That's alpha, though.
That is alpha.
going out, doing
Yeah.
what you love, yeah.
But it's also beta to die.
It is beta to die.
Yeah.
Dying is beta.
Dying's super beta.
Yeah.
If you don't upload yourself into the metaverse, you're a beta.
That's true. But I just think
can you-
in general, even if you have to do that, you're also beta.
Right, true. If you can't just naturally live forever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty beta.
It'd be funny if, like, the metaverse, you can't upload yourself into it. Like, you can't change anything.
Yeah.
You're just who you are. Like, that should be a requirement. It's like,
Oh,
you can't be perfect you. Sorry, you have to be who
you
you
have
are
to
now.
be beta you.
Yeah.
Because you're here now. That's why the only alpha is Jesus.
Well, a lot of
And that's
people,
what I'm here to talk about today.
yeah. The physique of Jesus is
Yeah, Jesus was...
He had the perfect physique, as like
that
a
Brad
lean
Pitt
swimmer's
fight-
physique.
Yeah, Brad Pitt fight
I think
club.
that's the perfect physique.
yeah, really. That's
I don't know what you're talking about. And also, he's alive in heaven in the flesh.
I think Jesus lifted. Was he more of just kind of
To
like,
be fair, his last hours were done lifting.
yeah?
Like he died lifting.
He did a self-lift.
Yeah.
Full body lift.
Yeah.
Yeah, into the sky.
Have you ever died lifting?
No,
Beta.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Jesus
He's
was...
a better man than I am.
Jesus literally ascended into the sky, right?
Yes, as a human being.
Where did he go from there?
Heaven?
Was there a portal?
No, I just went up. I don't know.
Yeah, but did he
Maybe
use
there's a
like
wormhole.
momentum? Was like a burpee or like one of those fake CrossFit pull-ups?
Zero. You ever see that? The kipping pull-ups?
Yeah.
It's like, Rob, to explain this to you, it's like they just use their momentum the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a really famous GIF of just some like the counter counting
Yeah.
the pull-ups. It's like 0, 0, 0, 0.
really funny.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
We had to do pull-ups in gym class freshman year. Like that was one of the first things we had to do. And the gym teacher did not get, because it was the basketball coach who had better things to do than teach freshman gym. So he didn't give a fuck. And like a lot of people, including myself, did like a fair amount of pull-ups because we all were 14 or whatever. So we weighed like 140 pounds and we're just like momentum pulling up the entire time.
Yeah, it was. You weren't doing
and then,
the
like,
rest
poor,
stop.
they're like the three like poor fat kids in the class who just like, what?
Yeah. Oh, were you doing chin-ups?
Chin-ups,
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just like This is easy.
Yeah, no, you'd always get that kid, rail thin kid.
Yeah.
Just like, I did them all. I did all the pull-ups. It's like,
100.
fuck you.
Yeah. Coop, is that how the military does it? They just let you momentum pull?
Army doesn't give a shit about pull-ups.
That's the Marines? Yep. Okay.
Don't they do like body ups now for basic?
Who knows?
It's like the foot. You can you use your hands and your legs or something like that.
There's no way we could look it up.
They've created some new weird physical examination that they're doing that doesn't really make any sense.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cooper, can I have a beer, please?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Coop, can I have a Waterloo too if you're going in there? Thank you. I don't
Bring
care
him
what-
something alcoholic. Just
No, I don't want any alcohol.
just to be funny.
I don't want any, please. Just any flavor will do.
Well, much like a lot of these people's New Year's resolutions, this is going to be a pretty quick episode, guys, because we're about to wrap up here. So finish that drink quick.
Okay.
No, I'll probably do what I want.
Okay.
That's fair.
But yeah, strongman competitions were pretty common throughout history, different cultures, all throughout. But the organized version that we know today kind of started in the 1896 Olympics. I believe 7 competitors total, and they had 1 and 2 hand variety lifts. They didn't really go into detail. It's just like speed. One was a 1-hand lift. One was a 2-handed lift. No Americans. Very sad. Very sad.
Beta, that's cuck.
Yeah.
And that was like, 1896 was Teddy president then? How's Teddy letting that slide?
Was Teddy in 1896? Let me look.
We should have been in them.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing here. We should have been in them, and we weren't.
I feel bad about that.
No, Teddy, 1901. So he gets a pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets a pass.
Oh, was that when Taft was president? It was Fatty and
Oh God.
No,
was that- was that-
Taft was between. So Roosevelt ran, then Taft ran, and then Roosevelt came back. Right?
Okay.
From what I remember.
Roosevelt did not serve non-concurrent terms.
It's Grover Cleveland.
He
Oh,
can serve.
wow.
He did the non-concurrent. Yeah.
He also met his demise. Right? He got assassinated.
Did Cleveland?
Cleveland got assassinated, no?
No, Garfield.
Garfield.
Garfield got
What if
assassinated.
Cleveland should have been assassinated?
Yeah, I think
I'll stick to that.
Yeah, should have. That'll be another just thing we talk about. That's how he should have been assassinated.
Yeah, this guy wasn't getting you into the Olympics, bro.
That's true. That, honestly, yeah. You could tell that nobody knew what presidents looked like back then
Yeah.
because no one's voting for
Can
that.
you imagine
man.
like voting for someone
You know that's a literal thing, right? That people think JFK beat Nixon because Nixon was like really sweaty during the first televised debate ever in the history of America.
It's still a thing.
Oh yeah, of course it's still a thing.
Remember when Marco Rubio was sweating bullets during his interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
Although to be fair, well, I guess Obama and W, but like Clinton wasn't a good-looking guy. HW,
Clinton
no.
was low-key fat.
Okay,
Clinton was fat his first election.
Clinton was running against Bob Dole.
It's second one. Yeah.
Who's the first one?
HW and Ross Perot.
Okay, if you're going just handsomer,
He was the youngest of the 3, I guess.
and
yeah.
he played the saxophone.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, Rob's right though. When the polling came out, the people that watched the TV said Kennedy won. People that listened to it on the radio, like a lot of people still did, thought Nixon won.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was very split depending on the medium you took in the debate.
Yeah.
Debates are the dumbest shit in the
Debates
world.
they mean nothing.
They're literally
it is theater.
useless.
It is theater.
Pure theater.
Who has the best clapback?
Right.
No one's going to agree on that.
That's terrible.
You're voting for who you're voting for.
Please
Yeah.
end the debates.
Yeah.
I don't understand why
It's a
they
big
exist.
waste of time.
Greece had 3 of the 7 competing, and they only bronzed.
That's gotta suck.
Greece is, were they? I guess they had just become a country again at that point, sort of, because the Ottoman Empire had really retreated. But that's still sad.
Yeah,
I
it's
have to assume we won a lot of the lifting medals at the St. Louis Olympics, though, since it was like only Americans competing in it. So we got back. In
Well, there were the Savage Games too, but
God knows we made them. Probably Cavs.
can you imagine like inventing a sport and not being the best at it? Like the Olympics or something like. Obviously, it's multiple
yeah.
sports,
Soccer.
but soccer, for instance.
England
Canada.
invented soccer.
Canada basketball.
Wow. Yeah, there is no
Well,
further fall from grace.
So
than
that's
that.
50-50 because a Canadian invented it, but he invented it in America.
In Kansas. right?
No, in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's right.
The Naismith shit's at
Did Naismith
KU, though.
do
yeah.
something at Kansas?
He was the coach at Kansas, and a bunch of idiot KU alums, like kids, are like, "We invented basketball." It's like, no, you are like 3 degrees removed from the invention of basketball. That guy just eventually came.
Be 1 degree still. The inventor of basketball coached
whatever.
your school. It doesn't mean you invent. You're 3 degrees away from the invention.
Right.
Not the
right.
creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like, hey, we're the best at football.
Woo!
That's right.
I think Japan might have something to
Dude,
say
the
about
Japanese
that,
college football league is dope. Everyone should watch that shit when it's on.
if you're up.
Yeah, Japanese college football, sick.
Didn't they just have the Rice Bowl?
I believe they did.
And I'm not making that up.
That's a
I'd
real
say
thing.
that did sounded pretty racist.
sounded
but,
offensive.
but go on, I suppose.
Who won the Rice Bowl? Let's see.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan. I'll find it.
Figure out who won the Rice Bowl.
Is it like real? What?
It's
what,
real college athletics. It's just Japanese.
No, I
college.
know. I was gonna say, what is? I was gonna say, is it real like spread out and fast? Is it like smash mouth? Well, what's their typical style of play? What's their preferred style of play?
Pro style. I feel like there's a lot of pro style, but maybe I don't know. I haven't watched that many games to be honest with you. Like it, I've seen highlights. It looks pretty. The one I saw, it looked kind of like a veer,
I don't know what that mees.
like a veer offense.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
So we're gonna go a different direction here than we usually do. I'm gonna throw it to you guys. Who is a historical figure that you deep down want to know was upset? Like, who do you think was obsessed with their physique?
Obsessed with their physique. So like vain, blah, blah. All right, I'll give one. And I have someone who may be able to confirm or deny this in Coop, who's right here. I think that Julius Caesar was probably obsessed with how he looked. There's a lot of things that said he wanted to be the next Alexander, was like jealous of Alexander and Hercules and stuff like that. And I think he was probably a very vain man who wanted to look strong.
That is true. From what I remember of Julius Caesar, and obviously Coop has all the knowledge on him. They did like 18 parts or something like that. I don't think you should have stopped. You should keep going.
You pick up the mic, by the way.
Yeah, pick up that mic and why don't you contribute there? Throw the camera on yourself as well.
About 16 parts at this point.
Okay, well, soon to be 18, for sure. Didn't he tell the pirates that kidnapped him that when they told him about the ransom, he told them to give them a higher ransom because that wasn't good enough for him?
Yeah, he was actually offended by the amount of money that the pirates tried to charge for his ransom and said that they needed to charge more.
Yeah. But was he physically vain?
I would say yes.
Because he literally, like I've read this before, that he was essentially like, he was like, I want to be like Alexander, and Alexander wanted to be like Hercules. So I assume by the transitive property there, he kind of wanted to be like both of them.
Julius Caesar was vain in pretty much every sense of the word.
Okay. And then what historical figure, let's say pre-1930, had, in your eyes, the best physique?
Okay, that's tough. Pre-1930, so pre-modern, I will say this.
I mean,
I bet
it's
you
pretty
young
clear.
Abraham Lincoln was cut.
Yeah.
That dude was known to carry whole ass fucking like wagons, like drag them like he was a goddamn pack horse.
I bet he had a hog.
He absolutely had a hog. All right, he wasn't just splitting logs.
He was carrying one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a hog log.
Wait,
It rhymes. That's
did
fun.
Lincoln split logs? Was that Washington?
No, Lincoln, because he was building log cabins. You know what I mean?
Lincoln logs.
Yeah.
Lincoln logs.
So you got to split some logs to build log cabins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to cut some logs. I bet
He
you.
was also like tall as shit, right? So he had a hog.
Young Lincoln was probably cut, I think.
Abraham Lincoln was also like an undefeated wrestler. That's
Yeah.
something that he was really well known for. He's in the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's tight.
yeah.
That's
Lincoln
really cool.
was cut.
Roosevelt too, probably young Roosevelt.
Teddy.
Teddy, yeah.
Yeah.
no.
FDR.
FDR.
Yeah.
He had that vegetable bod.
Yeah.
Just all the All bones.
Had that blanket over his legs. Well, you know.
Well, maybe he had the blanket over his legs because he had just had ungodly huge, like, muscular legs.
His calves were just out of control.
Yeah.
That's true. It's before doing legs was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the country wasn't ready.
No, it's like, you're not ready for
FDR
these
had
meat.
that polio leg strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Can't beat
the
that.
kind you get from polio. Right. Oh, God.
I mean, obviously, the ideal male body is Ben Franklin.
yeah. For sure.
I bet you Ben Franklin had like a pretty small dick. But
You probably had a micro penis. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that
he
guy
probably-
was laying pipe.
I bet you, like,
laying nub.
I bet you no one cared.
yeah, no, he was planting acorns left
Yeah.
and right.
Ben Franklin probably had the smallest dick and didn't give a fuck about it.
No,
He's
yeah,
just like-
exactly.
He's like, hey, it's still going in places.
Easily the most alpha of anybody throughout history.
His
Yeah,
letters about
100%.
about banging people are insane.
Yeah.
But all right, so the question was first the most like in their head about their health and fitness and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the one who was actually the most fit for me, I would probably actually say Hitler was very, very into.
Had to
like,
bring Hitler into this.
Well, we still need the Hitler of this episode.
So Hitler could be the Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler could be the Hitler.
Hitler tried all sorts of alternative medicines, like or just like had a God.
I think
probably
that was
botching
more
this.
mental for
It
him.
was all
though.
meth.
I think it was all.
But no,
like-
he was a either a vegetarian or a vegan.
Well,
Yeah.
but also he did meth, which is just pre-workout.
That's pre-workout.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have 1,3-dimethylamylamine in your fucking
And
pre-workout,
Man, do I miss it.
yeah, God, 1,3. God,
Bring
so
back
good.
Jacked.
Bring back the dim, dude, or not dim, DMA. Yeah, it was basically 1,3-dimethylamine was one little thing off from amphetamine, which is one little thing off from meth.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like
Like you're talking to someone who was on Adderall for like a decade.
yeah,
I
so
fucking get it.
when the Adderall shortage happened, they were prescribing people the main ingredient in Jacked.
I would pay 3 figures for old Jack.
Just a tub of it?
Yeah.
The original was really good. I mean, that shit.
If I can get my hands on the original, if somebody out there just stored up on the original Jacked, or
Are
as
these
a lot
like
of people,
Quaaludes?
a lot of people, yeah, a
no,
lot of
they
people-
stopped like you can still get 1,3-dimethylamine. You buy it like it's not like a main brand kind of thing though. Like there are still places that make stuff with it that don't care about the FDA certification of it because
right, because all you have to do, you go to a Total Nutrition. You see your boy Chad at the front desk. You tell him to get the good stuff. Brings it out in just kind of like a unmarked plastic bag. It's just powder. It's usually white. And yeah, he just hands it to you. Little back alley transaction.
How would cocaine do as pre-workout?
Not
It would
good.
not
you have To,
good.
you have to re-up every time.
So cocaine's actually a vasoconstrictor
Okay.
as well, and you're looking for a vasodilator here.
Okay.
But also 1,3-dimethylamine. Cocaine by itself would be bad, but if you did cocaine with some like
Sea cucumber bites?
amyl nitrates,
Oh, okay.
and some poppers
Yeah.
at the same time, and you were able to sustain that for 3 hours
Yeah.
and not have a heart attack, probably good workout.
All right.
Yeah. I would not recommend that to anybody. Don't do that. You will die. But then I guess the hottest
Hottest dude throughout history.
Well, just no. It doesn't have to be hot in the face. Just the most cut, because Lincoln obviously isn't winning any beauty contests.
Or just, your favorite male body. Because again, this is a big part of gym culture is just critiquing other men's bodies.
So like historical figures kind of tough because I mean I haven't seen a lot of them without their clothes on.
You've seen Christ.
Christ.
Paintings too, like you have no idea. That's essentially
David?
It's like Facetune.
I was gonna say David. It's kind of a weak answer, but David is kind of like
Yeah.
the perfect proportion.
Also a small dick.
Very. He had a very elegant
No,
penis.
I bet he had a good penis. It obviously wasn't huge, but it was good.
Probably disproportionate to the sculpting, and
Yeah.
they were like, I'm gonna shed that down a little bit. It's taken away from the buff.
Yeah. Well, also it was flaccid, so you don't know. He could be like a nice 5. You know what I mean?
Also,
like a
who
nice
knows
5.
how cold it was
True.
during the time of the sculpting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fair point.
got to the penis.
So I'm going with David. I'm going with David for the perfect historical bod.
Okay. There's a lot of old kind of like Greek and Italian statues that still exist. A lot of people back then too, like because they were just doing real men shit.
They weren't sedentary.
Yeah.
I think that's the real
They
thing
had good
here.
bods.
Yeah. I mean, I sit a lot. Like I sit a lot. 8 hours a day, I'm sitting at a chair in a place, no matter what I'm doing for work. Like I'm not a fucking like handy person. So you have to do something to counteract that.
Now, a common misconception, the Spartans get all the love for kind of like being the giant fucking warriors that are fierce and shit. But the more built and the more respected unit was that from Athens.
The Athenians?
The Athenians were way more into fitness.
Interesting.
Well, Sparta gets like people are like, oh, be like a Spartan. It's like, well, you should really figure out how they built that army.
Also, the
you
Spartans
start.
were dicks.
Yeah, they like. Do you know the whole thing of like, if the baby, they would do something to the baby, and if it cried, they throw it off a cliff.
They pour wine on it.
Yeah.
And
If the baby cried, as you covered it in shitty wine.
Spartan wine, a place that does not value any sort of artistic nuance whatsoever.
If it cried, if it just randomly cried, they're like, this baby's queer. And they throw it off a mountain.
And then they had to go right into like.
And then if you survive that,
you get to go.
Age 6.
Yeah, you're going into the army.
Buckle up, buddy.
Yeah.
You're getting trained.
You're going to the wilderness.
And by the way, they didn't win a lot of wars. I know they get like love for Thermopylae, but Athens beat them regularly.
Again, they're just more physically fit.
Yeah, I don't know what this whole
Their
thing
whole
is.
system. There's a reason they didn't become the world superpower, or like the main.
Why didn't they conquer all of Greece? Why didn't they do anything?
Yeah.
And that's why it's funny. That's why the Chinese thing now is like no more girly men. To me, is funny. Like they're like trying to suppress like any sort of effemination at all or whatever in men. Like it's just like you got to be a fucking AlphaCon. China is AlphaCon, I guess.
China, the entire country.
But like all you got to do is go back and look at
China and Salt Lake City, one and the same.
Look at ancient Greece or even Rome, dude. I guarantee you the barbarians look down at Rome and they're like, these dudes are fucking gay.
These guys are pussies.
Look at these bitches. But guess what? It's not about like it's about for what is the quote that
Sometimes
I always
it's
see
about
on
volume.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's also about like money and organization and guess what? Like don't matter, especially like don't matter how gay they think you are, if you get in a line better than the other people and stab or shoot better than the other people, like it doesn't matter. That manliness doesn't win wars.
No.
Manliness hasn't won wars since we were able to build cities or farms or anything like that.
Until someone had the free time to be like, hey, we could probably fight better if we did this.
And by the way, that's why the Vikings never held land. Right?
They're always on the move.
Always on the move. I know they colonized a little bit and stuff like that, but like really, they were just raiders.
Yeah. I mean, it's a common nomadic trait, especially while there are civilizations being built. It's like there's people that are nomadic and they raid, and there's people that settle and they grow.
Right.
And which one lasted? There is no kingdom of Mongolia.
Right.
Like,
the diverse societies always last.
Yeah.
And the only reason the Mongolians lasted so long is because I don't know them well enough to know this, but I don't know what necessarily with the inner circles of Mongolian society, like inside the actual khanates and stuff like that. But like in terms of governance and shit, like they kind of left the stuff to their own devices as long as they paid tribute, right? Like they weren't interested in governing.
No, it's
a lot of times.
Raiding. It's anyway. I go with David.
Do you think Genghis was putting up weight?
Genghis.
No.
You are saying it the way our sister podcast, Dan Carlin, says it Genghis.
Just say I never know how to say it. Genghis.
He says it Genghis, so I started saying it Genghis as
like
well.
Jenga.
Oh, I think sister podcast is not the way to put hardcore history. I'd call it stepfather podcast.
Yes, for sure.
Stepdaddy. Yeah. You'd come in here and say 15 hours of history at us without stopping.
We say we're related to them. They don't love us at all.
Yeah.
Be like, look, you got to the end of the month. Then you're out of the house.
Yeah,
for sure.
Tired of putting up with your bullshit.
We're just waiting to get kicked out.
I hope it's Genghis though, just to ruin that small grill franchise. It's not Genghis Grill, it's Genghis Grill.
Yeah.
That's a stupid
Mother
name.
doesn't have the heart to kick you out, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's what he'd say to us.
I know it's going to be tough, but me and your mom need more alone time.
You can fuck your mom more.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I had today. I just really wanted to, a lot of people shout out whether or not me and Jake can bring back Substock. So I figured we'd start the new year with kind of the closest to a Substock episode that I could do that Rob could be involved with.
Yeah. Well, I understood half of it. Do you know who I think the Hitler of this episode is?
Is it Hitler?
No.
It's Dan for making this topic.
No.
That you couldn't participate in.
Nope. It's gravity.
That's true.
We could lift so much more if there wasn't it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, you
so
probably could.
is it on Isaac then?
Yeah, maybe Isaac Newton is the Hitler of this episode, actually.
That's why he needed a bodyguard.
I'm 50-50. It's half Isaac Newton, half gravity.
But he had a bodybuilder bodyguard, and he created gravity so he wouldn't get a big head. So like he would always keep him grounded. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think my Hitler for this week's episode is that guy who killed that cow, Milo.
Yeah.
He didn't have a deload calf. He didn't have a deload calf, dude. He didn't plan well.
That guy's a douchebag.
Yeah.
My Hitler of this story was the mast, the ship mast that crushed the man.
Maybe that man's hubris could be also Hitler.
Yeah. No, I actually, I don't want to be controversial here, but I think that your Hitler did nothing wrong.
Yeah. The ship mast was just there. So it literally, that would just be gravity again, actually.
Then my Hitler did nothing wrong either.
Yeah, that's just what it does. Go with Milo.
You guys learn anything today or no?
I learned Vikings are morons.
Yeah. I learned 1,400 pounds is a magic number that kills people when they try to lift it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
Nordic country, China, whatever.
Oh, you know what else? I didn't learn this, but I'm kind of starting to think that Socrates was just full of shit.
Yeah. Because he never wrote anything down.
Yeah.
He just had his cronies do it for him.
Plato.
Yeah.
Fucking Plato. Oh, cave.
Dude, Plato was for sure not an alpha.
I think the only one I trust is Aristotle out of the three.
Wait, was Plato before
Yes.
Socrates?
Socrates taught Plato. Plato taught Aristotle.
Okay, that's right. I always get it reversed. I'm like, fuck.
And Aristotle taught Alexander the Great.
They always say alphaness skips a generation.
So, what? But there's three of them.
Yeah, so Plato's the non-alpha.
Okay.
So Socrates is the alpha?
I don't think Socrates is an alpha unless he reverse cowgirled his beheading, which we don't know for sure that he did or didn't.
We don't know.
I learned that if I ever have to be beheaded, I will do it sky up.
Yeah.
Eyes to the sky.
Eyes to the sky.
Just to troll. One last time, just to be a dick about it.
And then you got to go stranger too and be like, I don't care.
What about if you just went head straight and they cut through your skull?
You just stand upright under
It's
it?
a third option. Well, no, it's only the video people can see this, but it's like if you're in the guillotine, you're just like.
It's just like
Do it for the audio.
you're doing it. So for what Rob's doing, imagine you're at like Disney World and you put your head through the little face thing where you get your picture taken in the artboard.
Yes, yeah. And it comes straight down on top.
It comes straight down on top of your head.
That might be the quickest because that'll get half your brain.
It'll go right to the brain.
Yeah, you're not coming back from that. The neck thing, the reason people would not die immediately on beheadings is because the asshole would miss and hit like here.
Yeah.
Or even here or some shit, like higher up on the skull.
Can't swing with your eyes closed, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your eye on the ball.
You don't think you're conscious for a brief but lovely moment
I guess.
Oh,
okay.
when you're.
when your head's rolling?
How many? So say you got like 5 words. People would still sometimes say something, right? Like people,
No, they were incapable of saying things.
they can't go.
The legend or rumor, like it's more than legend, but like when Marie Antoinette got beheaded, one of the guys on the stage picked up her head and slapped her in the face, and she looked offended.
Oh, okay, never mind.
She was like,
It's probably just nerve spasms. Yeah, but
you never know. Yeah, but that's the, I guess, legend would be the way to put it.
Yeah. You know who definitely didn't lift? Mona Lisa.
No, that's
Leonardo da Vinci didn't lift, so yeah, that's just Leonardo.
No, I heard he was actually one of the. I've read that he's one of the most physically fit people in Italy at the time.
Really?
He was very Socrates in that way. I guess.
Wasn't Mona Lisa just Da Vinci? Wasn't isn't there like some
No,
talk?
she's an actual person.
Was she?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
People don't know this, but Da Vinci actually created the shake weight.
He invented a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad
creator.
none of his airplanes worked.
Well, they're like gliders. They
Yeah.
did work. They did work.
Man, we were really bad about inventing the glider. That could have been invented at basically any point in
Do you know
history.
what's sad?
What?
The only reason I know a lot about Da Vinci is because of Assassin's Creed.
Who cares?
You learned it.
Yeah. It's a gateway. That's gateway history.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Man, I kind of want to get Ass Creed. I've never played any of those.
Really?
No.
Why don't you assholes play Total War or some shit?
That sounds dumb.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's way better. Coop knows.
No, Coop is an Assassin's Creed stan as well. He knows.
I like them both. But Total War is a little
No, you got to
bit
pick a
more
side, you coward.
You'll learn a little more history
shit
from
effect.
Total War for sure.
You learn more history from Total War, but Assassin's Creed's pretty good too.
Thank you.
Like I had heard of Croton because of Rome Total War.
Damn. Was there a calf in the...
No. No Milo hanging out there.
You couldn't just drop calves in?
No, there's no calf run for like your troops got a training bonus in Croton because they're all running calves up the hill.
Yeah.
No, didn't happen.
Damn.
It'd be a fun mini.
Hey, is that why calves are called calves?
Makes you think.
Yeah, does it?
Makes you think.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
History.
You're just connecting dots. That's
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Get on some of my subreddits. That's how it all works.
I'm always thinking.
But yeah, that's the episode for this week. Make sure to go to Softcore History, support the podcast, buy some merch if you want. Don't know why I did that because I'm not wearing the shirt. But yeah, we got Topsy tees. We have Softcore History tees. We have 2 Irish to Die tees.
Good time to buy that.
Buy it now because who knows what supply chain's like. So if you order now, you know what? I'll do it. I guarantee delivery by St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
If you buy it right now, we will definitely guarantee it.
You
right
need your
now.
2 Irish to Die t-shirts for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. In honor of Mike Malloy.
People will ask what they mean. You'll explain Mike Malloy to them.
How did we leave that? I mean, Mike Malloy had the best physique there had to be.
Internally, he was the strongest man alive.
Yeah, he
in the
ate-
history of Earth.
He was all
Shrapnel
strength,
sandwiches.
no show.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that are really strong that look like shit.
Wood alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like
He was always dehydrated.
under the skin. That is the strongest man to have ever lived.
Would have been great for like shows because like you're supposed to be dehydrated for shows. So a lot of bodybuilders are actually they'll drink a little whiskey or like some alcohol
I'm
before a show.
pretty sure Mike Malloy was just shoe nice.
Wood alcohol.
He's just lived
Yeah.
forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure to rate and subscribe to the show, please, and thank you. That is a big part of us growing organically. And of course, tell a friend, a family member, a complete stranger, maybe your Tinder date, I don't know, about the podcast. Have them check us out.
Make it a part of your personality.
Please.
Yeah.
And then, follow them on their Instagrams. Follow us at Softcore History on Instagram. And for Jake Goldman and Rob Fox, I'm Dan Regester, and you just got soft served.